One of the hardest things in speculative fiction, or really any fiction, is ending a massive series and hitting it out of the park. I'm going to say this up front. Shadows Upon Time absolutely sticks the landing. This is the culmination of everything Christopher Rucchio has been building since the first book, and it feels like an author really writing at the peak of their performance, confidence, and craft. For my full review, head over to my Substack. The link is in my bio. One of the smartest decisions Rokio makes in this book is expanding the narrative perspective. For basically the entire series, we only get Hadrian's point of view. Here, we finally step outside of that and see events through some other characters' viewpoint, even some alien perspectives. This shift really adds scale to the story without sacrificing the intimate sort of scope of things, which is really hard to pull off, especially in a series finale. Structurally, the book also kind of plays with layers and timelines and flashbacks, and it feels intentional and not gimmicky. So the book feels a lot more complex. At its core, Shadows Upon Time is a book about fate versus choice. The true genius of the series is it tells you very early on how it ends, with the death of a star. But this novel argues that knowing the destination doesn't make the journey meaningless. In fact, it matters how the choices are made, what they cost, and what the consequences are. This book does not take the easy way out. It is painful, isolating, and there's a rare level of honesty in this fiction. The ending is not comforting, it's not neat, it doesn't exist to make the reader feel good about it, but it's earned, and for a series of this size, that matters. I'm not going to go into any spoilers, those are all in my review, but I will say this: even knowing where the story is heading, the execution still surprises you somehow. Shadows Upon Time is the best book in the Sun Eater series, in my opinion. Christopher Rucchio doesn't just land that finale, he validates the entire journey. If you've committed to the series, the payoff is absolutely there. I cannot wait to see what Christopher Rucchio does next. I know he's starting on a new fantasy series, and just seeing how he's built his craft from one book to the next and really grown as a writer each time he publishes a novel, I am going to be absolutely blown away by his next series. And seeing as how he has many decades of time ahead of him, I think he's going to build just an absolutely fantastic fictional empire.